Thanks for being here, Rob. I hate Instagram. I mean, it's cool for what it's worth, but stupid. Okay, I'm trying to invite him to go live with me. Hey, I see you. Wait, I don't know what is wrong with this thing. Okay, it's so weird. Hmm. I'm literally trying to press accept. Okay, I hate I don't know what's wrong with Instagram. It doesn't.
We back?
Yeah, we're back.
Oh,
Cool.
man.
That's all right. All right. Cool. So yeah, have you ever had that happen to you? Like, well, people will be in your ear, like, this is what you should be doing, or you supposed to be doing that, or whatever.
Yeah,
How you combat that?
man, I used to be open to everybody's criticism, but now,
Hmm.
like, I just kind of stick with what works for me, and I'll listen to people, but I don't really care what they say no more. They used to be, people always try to throw that on me. They're like, you don't work with this person, that person, and you should be here,
Hmm.
do this. And the main ones that say that are the people who never even tried to step in your shoes. So it's like they don't
Right.
know what's going on anyway. So I don't really care for real. It's
Yeah.
like honest opinions, and it just give you fuel to just like keep pushing towards where you want to be, because that's all that matters.
Hmm.
You know how you spent your life,
That's
how you spent it. Like not nobody else. And nobody else will be worried about it. Especially 10 years from now, you might not even remember this moment.
yeah. Yeah, I totally agree. That's so funny. Like we definitely, well, I spent so much time in high school and college just thinking about what other people wanted me to do, how I should look, how I should act, rather than just enjoying myself and actually being present. So I just constantly just fuck myself, really just being anxious by thinking about the future and then just thinking about the past. So I just neglected myself of being in the present because of everybody else. So I definitely agree with what you're saying.
Yeah, being in the present. I used to like take little psych classes and stuff, and I heard about that. Like being in the present. How do you
Hmm.
like? What's the best way to be in the present? How you live in the present?
What I do is I have to, because I got like a lot going on all the time. So what I have to do is either like point something out to myself, like, okay, I see a yellow clock or there's a yellow balloon right there. And then what else do I see? Like, I literally have to be like, okay, maybe I have to count. Like, sometimes I actually count, like, as if I'm a rocket ship or something. Like, if I start getting into my head, like, really negatively, I'll be like, okay, one, two, three, and then I'll snap out of it and do whatever. And sometimes it might take me till five. So sometimes I'll do five, four, three, two, one, and then I'll be do whatever else instead of just keep ruminating on dumbass shit.
Yeah, I never even thought about finding a solution to do that either. I always just be like,
Yeah.
I'm in here. I'm about to just make some beats or something, just be around. But I never like thought about just, oh, let me look at the walls. Let me see what this is. You're right.
Hmm.
Paying attention to the details really like helps you be in the present.
Definitely. And even like when I don't know if you meditate, but it's been hard for me to get back into it, or at least I've been telling myself it has been. But like the more I sit down and do it, like I just put it into little levels. Like one day I'll do like maybe 1 minute or three, and I'll just sit there and focus on my breathing, like what you can hear. Because eventually, like for me, I start hearing nothing, like, and that's great, but it took a long time to get to that space. So it's something to work at. And I'm not always successful, but it's definitely worth it.
Man, that's
Definitely.
drawing helps me be present too.
Hmm.
Drawing helps me be
Yeah.
present. To do that, like when I first started having panic attacks, I used to just like scribble and write stuff
Hmm.
down.
Yeah. I think I read somewhere too, because I used to, my major was in human services, so kind of like social services and psychology and stuff.
Right.
There was an article I read about how painting and performing art is like a form of meditation. Like you're in a meditative state because you're connecting your whole everything, like your body, mind, and spirit when you do that.
What? It's like meditation. My sister always try to tell me to do it, but I don't be into meditating.
Yeah,
I'll be trying to get to the
you
bag,
should.
trying to think about money and stuff. Because meditation is very peaceful.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it helps. It definitely helps you to get, once you start getting in more into meditation too, like then you can start getting into manifestation, like because we all do it regardless if we meditate or not. So if you're better able to control that, then I think that would be pretty cool. So you could get a lot more money that way too.
That's a fact. That is a fact. That's a fact. I thought about that. Like that's how I always take things in life for real, for real. Like
Mhm.
never thought about processing it with that. But I'm always constantly learning stuff or trying to teach myself stuff. Like
Mhm.
because I want to be able to control it if it ever comes up. But I know
Yeah.
the perspective of that, like go ahead and do the meditation because you can control that. I guess I didn't know what I was trying to control with the meditation.
Mhm. Yeah, I understand that too. Like, but yeah, it's just all about intention. So if you put your intentions on what you're gonna do next or how you're gonna achieve this and that, it has no choice but to come to reality. Mhm.
And what am I trying to control with meditation? Like just my mind? That's it.
Yeah, your mind, and I feel like I said, it's like an alignment of your mind, body, and spirit. So just putting everything all together. Yeah, definitely. Meditation can help you get rid of the clutter and get to it
Like
faster, definitely.
my assistant over here clowning me. I'm like, I feel like I'm the only person in the world that don't know about this shit. Like, what is going on?
Oh no. You're not.
I guess I do need to do it though.
Yeah,
I think it'll help me with this.
definitely. Like even if you don't want to do it by yourself first, like you can do like a guided meditation or just, like 1 or 2 minutes. Just sit there and listen to yourself breathe. Like that's meditation. It don't have to be nothing hard or anything. I feel like us as humans, we're just like, that's
What up, Muya?
so, but it's hard, so I can't do it. But you can.
Nah, that's for sure. My bad. One of
So,
the engineers just came in here into the studio.
oh, you're fine. You're totally fine. And thank you again for doing this. I just got a few more questions for you. You've been great. So thank you so much.
I'm enjoying
So,
it.
as
Therapeutic for me
thank
too.
you.
For sure.
Yes, I'm glad you're having fun. I'm loving it too. It's awesome. So, according to the Support Act Guide to Mental Health and Well-being, people working within the music industry experience up to 10 times the rate of moderate to severe anxiety compared to the general population. Do you think that's true?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Definitely true. Because this shit is especially in hip hop, because it's so fast paced. Everything happens
Mm,
so fast in hip hop. And I just want people in hip hop to understand that you can slow down and still be successful. You don't have to move so fast like
yeah.
all your life. Because you got to think the Earth's rotation is already going to keep moving faster and faster. So time going to speed
Mhm.
up anyway. We might as well slow it down and enjoy what we got going on for real.
Okay.
At least
Yeah,
you ever
I
know
think so.
things change super fast.
Hmm. Yeah. We were just talking about that this morning. Like, you never know. Like, we just looked around and it's been a year already. So you
Yeah,
just might as well do what you love.
Yeah, no, that's for real. Like, and how you feel about hip hop though? Like, what's your take on hip hop?
Me,
Yeah, you.
I think I'm in love with hip hop. I love hip hop. I love the whole what it represents, the freedom, you know what I'm saying? The musical aspect, real music. I love that. But as far as what everybody's talking about in hip hop right now, I don't agree with that. I don't like that. I'd rather listen to old school stuff or maybe a J. Cole or
Yeah.
Rob. Maybe I'm being biased because that's my husband, but like
You know, he's fucking
musical artists.
amazing. I love working with Rob, yo. Like, he's amazing. Like, he would
Well,
be like
thank
my CeeLo. If he would live, if y'all still live down here, like, he would be like a CeeLo. Like, they are crazy with the music. They still in the
thank
group. They still doing music together, or are they chilling right now?
they haven't talked in a while, but they're still working, so
Oh, all right. That's all that matters. Keep it working.
they're still working. So, but we're gonna work with you soon. I was just talking to him about that this morning, so you're gonna be hearing from us soon because he getting tired of me. So,
And he sent me a song, but he sent me a session, but it was like wrong. I sent the email back, so he
oh,
sent it to me like either just send me the song if you want me to hear it, like an MP3, or if you want me to
hmm
do the session, then he just send. I'll walk him through it. Just tell him call me. I'll walk him.
okay, okay,
Like, what got you into mental health though? Like, how did this all begin?
okay. So I got into mental health because I thought I wanted to be a pediatric neurosurgeon,
Mm,
and that didn't happen when I discovered that biology in college I was not good at it. Like it wasn't going to be my thing. Like I took the class 3 times, I got a D each time, and I was studying hard as shit. Like I just couldn't do it. So I was like, okay, well, it's got to be something else I can help people with, I could do, right? And so then I learned about art therapy.
right.
And I was like, oh man, that's real. Like I can help people through art and talk to them about mental health. Like that would be great.
Yeah.
Sign me up. So I went on this whole journey trying to do that shit. Long story short, I got into my own shortcomings and stuff with OU. Couldn't get my transcripts and everything. So then I started having more mental health issues and stuff like that,
Mm,
just because of my surroundings, jobs, different things like that, and had a couple visits to the hospital because of my mental health, and yeah, so I was just like, this is important. I should talk about this with other people. I should keep going because I don't want anybody else to, especially us, to end up in the hospital because of this or whatever. We should talk about these things
right.
before we have breakdowns and things like that. So that's why it's so important to me to talk to, especially us, about mental health and what we can do to help each other. So that's why I do this.
Wow, that's fire. That's
Thank you.
that's dope. Just like fulfilling. Does it feel fulfilling for you? Like to know that you could. That's your gift.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I feel like, why the fuck am I doing this? Nobody even really cares. Is anybody gonna care about this? Like, I've been trying to talk about mental health for a long time, and then we'll see like the Kim Kardashians dealing with it or whatever, and now people want to talk about it and stuff. But it is fulfilling. Like I have to remember, as long as the people are getting the message that this is important, I don't really care who gets the credit of why it's important or whatever. Like that's not what it's about. I do art because it was a way to heal me. Like this is how God saved me. So if I can help somebody else, that's really all I'm here for real.
Mm. And that's what matters, right? That's like the hardest thing to come to grips with life sometimes.
Yeah,
Gotta really
for
do it
sure. For sure.
long.
Because it's like, why am I doing this? Gotta keep going. Definitely. So as a producer, how do you assure that you just keep, like I said, you keep your mental health now grounded and make sure you stay centered, you stay Biggz for you first of all. What do you do?
I spend time with my family.
Mm-hmm.
I tap in with them a whole lot more, and then just
Okay.
I kind of just dig deep and like listen to like talk to myself for real, and just figure out how I've been for real. Just have a regular conversation,
Yeah.
check in. That's it for real. Like
Definitely.
take time for. I get like plenty time to myself, so
Mm-hmm.
tripping like as much no more. Because when you be like when you don't have time for yourself, it throw you all the way off. Like you be like, oh shit.
Yeah. Definitely.
I done learned that lesson. I ain't got to deal with that no more. Well, hopefully, but right now I'm not dealing with that. Yeah, I just check in
Yeah.
with myself. Try to do it like quarterly, so that way, it's just like anything else you do. You check in anything quarterly, like bank statements, accountants, lawyers, whatever. Like
Right.
just tapping in, making sure you good, and that's how you catch stuff early and on. You can like handle.
Mm-hmm.
I try to deal like when I have problems, I deal with them. So like I don't really like holding on to problems or issues. Like if I have an issue, I'm just gonna deal with
Mm-hmm.
it right then and there or as soon as possible. Go through the motions. Be angry. I'm gonna allow myself to be whatever emotion I want to be, and then I just
Mm-hmm.
do it. And I'll do it in a safe way though. I'm not gonna just get angry and be around the motherfucker I want to punch in the face. Like I'm gonna be
Right.
myself and work out or something. You know what I mean? And just take it out like that. But I'm gonna deal with the emotion, and I ain't gonna wait forever to deal with it either. I'm gonna deal with that as soon as possible.
That's really good. I feel like I've battled with that for so long. Like I would be so passive aggressive and be like, I'm fine, like leave me alone or whatever. But everybody in the room could feel like I'm mad. I'm mad, I'm angry, I'm not gonna let it go. But it for a while I would just hold on to stuff and just sit around with my face all balled up and shit. Like, but that it doesn't feel good to do that. So
Hell,
now I definitely I'm more, it's easier for me to just talk about it or, like you say, go for a run or paint or just do something else. Like, I only give myself about 30 minutes to be, not even 30 minutes anymore, maybe 5 to 10, just to be upset and then just go and do whatever else because it's not worth it.
it's not, man. It's not. And this
It's not worth
once you figure out how to control that, just like how you said in the beginning, control. The more you know,
it.
and
Mm-hmm.
patience is what's going to help me get to that point. So I'm definitely going to take that gym with me for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I got one more question for you. And again, thank you so much for doing this. I'm going to let you name my piece. Do you have a finished art piece?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I got to hold on. I got to name yours and you got to name mine.
I bet.
Okay. So, as a producer, or just period, how do you determine? Okay, actually, I lied. Two more questions. How do you determine if a person is like not even worth your time, like even working with at all?
If they're like inconsistent, if
Mm-hmm.
I can hear from the like first 10 seconds of their conversation, I'm gonna know what they want, and I'll understand what my answer gonna be in the next 10. So like
Okay.
by the time they get to they second sentence, I don't know. I don't let too many people in. I pretty much got an avenue for whoever comes into my life to send them to. And if
Mm-hmm.
if you make it to
Yeah.
the circle round, then that's what it is. But other than that, it's all I already know. It's like either business or opportunity. Unless I'm in a situation like say I'm on vacation and it's a random person
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking to that just happened. That's how you build your other relationships, or like through work. But most of my relationships are work relationships. So
Mm-hmm.
I can see their inconsistencies. Like when they come to me with no plan, that's one way
Mm-hmm.
definitely like not give you no time. Like if You coming to me and I gotta figure something out for you, like that's not what we do.
Right.
Uh-uh. Like you gotta know what you so, and once you know what you
Right.
want, then I'll, well, first I look at respect. Like, how did you approach me? Was it respectful, or was it abrupt? You know what I mean? And if it's abrupt, then 9 times out of 10 you want something from me, and you probably want me to give it to you. So let's figure out how we can make. Yeah, I don't even get.
Okay.
I'm gonna just be like, all right, I see what's going on. Let's get it done. And there's some people,
Okay.
and that's my problem. Sometimes I'll listen to everybody, but
Mm-hmm.
listening to everybody. You know what I mean? Like, because everybody don't be, their energy ain't right. So,
Right.
kind of got to feel,
Yeah.
you got to feel. So by the time they get through my team and then they get to me, then I know you serious. So that's like another,
Okay.
you know what I mean? But yeah,
Mm.
I hope I
That's a really good.
shit was long-winded like a.
Yeah, you did.
All right,
You
man.
did.
I got
You
sometimes.
did. So what are 3 suggestions you would give to artists and producers that may not have found their team yet, or they're having a hard time doing so? What would you say to them?
I would say look for what you're looking for in the team. Like, you got to understand
Mm-hmm.
what you even need. Like, why do you need a team? What are they going to do once they get here? Like, can you afford it? Is it going to be an internship? It's just a bunch of questions arise that you just got to answer questions to.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would say just figure out what you need on your team, and then start building with like the closest people around you that you can trust. So like, that's how people become like their momagers and stuff like that, because it's like, the
Mm-hmm.
closest person I can trust and the person with the most plugs, and I know they got my
Right.
best. Sometimes, I mean, sometimes it ends weird, but other times it could be a little different.
Okay. So look, just just put it in the universe and look for that. Just be open to it, right?
Right. That's right. That's
All
right.
right.
I mean,
Well,
yeah, I would say that be open to it once you understand what you're being open to. Because if you
right.
open to everything, then that's how the bullshit come around. Like, that's why I say
That
do your research,
yes.
know what you want, and then you know
Yes.
that
Yes.
understand it. You could be like, nah, I know this person ain't gonna be for me because
Right.
I'm not looking for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just gotta make sense.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. And I'm glad you mentioned that. You're right. You can't just be like, and you have to be very specific. Even when you meditate too, or whatever, you're trying to manifest stuff, be specific. Exactly what you want. That is what you'll get.
Yeah,
You can't just be like, I want a lot of money or I want whatever. You got to say the number. You got to say how. Like, you got to be specific.
yeah,
Because, like he said, the universe will just give you whatever. And you just be taking bullshit. So,
yeah. Like if you're not,
don't do that.
you're gonna get just whatever, and that's what the universe replies to. The universe replies to what
Mhm.
they want. So you can't be like, "This is what I thought I wanted," like, or you can't be like, "This is what I thought I meant." You know what I was saying. You can't tell the universe that.
Right.
You can't be like, "Oh, you knew what I was talking
Nope.
about when I was asking for it."
Right.
The universe gonna smack you in your back of your head.
Yep, definitely. Every time. I can attest to that.
Like, I want a black car. I want a black Mercedes S500. You know what I'm saying? I want leather interior. I want
Mhm.
purple rims. I want, the more you can get, the better you gonna be. How better off you gonna be. With getting. And it's really
Yep.
putting it in front of your mind. That's all it's doing for real. It's putting it in the front of your mind. That's why you got to make it an affirmation and just talk about it every day. It's just
Yeah,
constant reminder. That's all. And that's all the affirmation is, just a constant reminder.
definitely. That's funny that you mentioned that because every day I was doing something where I would get in my sketchbook and I would write out like I am and then just write a bunch of doodles around it like confidence or strong, just everything. And I just asked Rob this morning, like, why did I stop doing that?
Yeah,
Like, why? Why stop doing that? Everybody else is gonna tell me who I am or what they think I should be. Like, you got to get in the front of that and just know, like,
You probably
this is it.
because you outgrew it, and you
Right.
need to pick new ones.
Right.
Everything
I
got.
just don't know.
That's the thing. It's like some things gonna stay the same, and some things gonna always change.
Mm. You're right. I could have just outgrown it. So I have to do it in a different form. That's it.
Yeah, don't stop. If something works, don't stop. Don't stop.
You're right.
Just like if you go the same way to work every day, and you decide to go a different way, you're gonna get different results.
Mm-hmm.
Go the same way to work, you'll be alright. Because you got to think. The biggest thing is to get to work on time. So the day you try to
Yeah.
lane, you just gonna get to work late. You know.
You're right.
That's
Look at it different. Try something different. That's true. That's true.
all right.
Well, okay, what we got going on here? Let me see it. Put it a little closer. Okay. I feel like, I really like this. And it looks like an animation. I feel like this would be the journey to success or the road to success.
Okay. I like that. So that's what we're gonna call it, road to success.
Yeah,
I like that.
I like that. Road to success. Okay, what we're gonna call this? I don't know what I'm off of right now. You see that kind of? Are
Man.
you there?
Yeah. I'm just
Okay.
standing in the picture and like looking at the colors and really just taking it in. Really, that's fire. The color selection.
Thank you.
We gonna call it the angel inside.
Ooh, I like that. The angel inside.
With an angel, with somebody praying in the middle of a glacier.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna write that. Angel inside. Okay. Well, thank you so much again, and please send me a picture of the road to success. Rob said the road less traveled. I like that too. So we're gonna call it that. The road less
Yeah,
traveled.
that's fire.
I like that. I like
You talking that talk.
that. Is there anything you want to say or let us know before we sign off tonight? Thank you again.
Oh, always. And I'll come back whenever. Man. I really enjoyed it. Thank you for having me. And I just want to tell everybody, keep going in the prime way. Yeah.
Wait, you broke up a little bit. What'd you say? Say it one more time.
Oh, I said tell everybody to keep doing it the prime way. You hear me?
No, keep doing it. That's all I heard.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, bet. No, I just said peace and love, man. Keep doing it the prime way. We here.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Hey, all right. Thank you again. Peace
All
and
right.
love, everybody. See you next week.
Always.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye. Good night, everybody.